Joint most wins, fewest goals conceded, most clean sheets in the league. Out of all the teams in Europe's top 5 leagues, Arsenal conceded the fewest goals in 2024, yet still no title. These are the margins. This is the measuring stick that will beat you silly from week 1 to week 38. We have been brilliant. 89 points brilliant, but still no title. Before this season, I wanted to challenge again and get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and we did both. Is it success? No. Is it progress? Absolutely. This is the Arsenal 23-24 season review. Let's get into it. The beginning of the season is the most dangerous part for any team that wants to challenge for the title. Your team probably is not settled, and bizarrely, the transfer window is still open until week 4 of the season. You're betting in new tactics to players who aren't totally fit, but too bad!
Liven it up a bit! I want you to strike fear into my heart!
No one cares about your problems. We started out the year with tight wins over Forest and Palace before dropping our first points against Fulham at home. We all remember the Paulinia dagger late in that game. Wins over the old enemy, Everton and Bournemouth, as well as a draw at home in the North London derby, brought us to our Week 8 clash with the Cheaters. Winning at home over Pep City filled everyone with belief, and despite losing a few weeks later up at Newcastle,
it's embarrassing. It's a disgrace.
We entered December top of the league. The first third of the season had us top of the pile with 30 points, winning 9 out of the first 13 games with only 3 draws. Wins over United and City capped off a very good start for us. We would have 7 league games in December, the crucial festive period, and we started it well with wins over Wolves and Luton, but losses away to Villa and Fulham, plus a home loss to West Ham and a draw at Anfield killed our early season momentum. Arsenal rang in the new year, having lost 3 of their last 5 matches, sitting on 40 points and languishing in 4th place. It was an anti-festive period for the Arsenal. This was truly our worst period of the season. The game away to Fulham was truly terrible, as we never looked like we were going to win that one. We would get knocked out of the FA Cup a week later, and belief was at an all-time low. The solution? Arteta decided to take the squad to Dubai for warm weather training and a bit of a break. I have no idea what Spanish magic Arteta was conjuring up in Dubai. But the boys came back refreshed and they tore up the league. Arsenal won 8 in a row, including blowout wins over Palace, West Ham, Burnley, and Sheffield United. Home wins over Newcastle and Liverpool capped off a brilliant run where we gave Klopp the send-off that he deserves.
That I'm... how can I say that? I'm running out of energy.
Arsenal will go into the last international break top of the league again on 64 points and looking like convincing title challengers. By now, Kai Havertz, number 29, had begun to fire as our main center forward. And the defense, they look strong as ever. Gabriel, Saliba, and Ben White leading from the back. The run-in, it beckons, my people. A trip to the Etihad greeted Arsenal on our return to league play, and a solid defensive performance at City was followed by wins over Luton and Brighton. Going into our game at home to Aston Villa, we knew if we won our remaining games, we would win the league. Oh boy, the belief was sky high at this point. Unfortunately, we promptly lost to Villa, then got knocked out of the Champions League quarterfinals to Bayern Munich, only by the odd goal this time. April was proving to be another very difficult month. After the Villa loss, all we could do was win our remaining 6 games and hope that City dropped points in at least one of their matches. All we needed to do was drop points once. That's it. Well, we would win out. Wins over Chelsea, Spurs, United capped off our year as we took the title race down to the very last day, but there was no stopping the criminal enterprise being run out of East Manchester. The rest of the Premier League offered some really poor resistance in April and May to City, and they wound up piping us to the title by two measly points. Close, but no cigar. With no trophies this season, how do we grade Senor Arteta? For some,
Arteta close to Arsenal. No thanks. Arteta out.
no amount of facts and figures will satiate their trophy hunger, but please allow me to try. Let us see what the bean counters have to say. After checking in with the accountants and the bean counters, the verdict is clear. There has been huge progress at Arsenal under Mikel Arteta. We are up on almost all attacking metrics. Take a look at this. Drastically improving in points, possession, goal score per 90, big chances created, and accurate passes and crosses. In defense, the news is even better, my people. Great improvements in goals conceded, quality of chances conceded, saves per match, and clean sheets. If you watched us at all this past season, you saw not only weren't teams scoring against us, but we would hardly even allow a shot on David Raya's net. He must have been so bored. So no trophies and knocked out of the Champions League quarterfinals by Bayern Munich, but another improved season with an even closer title challenge. It's more progress from Arteta as he continues to mold this young side in his image. At this point, you have to be a believer in what Mikel is trying to build. Remember, he lost Timber for the entire year like a game in, and Thomas Partey, our most important midfielder, he wasn't fit at all for this entire season. Even with those crucial injuries, we almost beat the financial abomination to the title. There should be no question about the trajectory of this club, and I have full belief in Arteta and Edu going into the summer transfer window. I cannot wait to see the next iteration of Arteta's Arsenal next season. Thank you for sticking with me, my people. Please slap that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.